Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Today is another transfer video that we're going to be doing for you guys. Has to be done because news is popping left, right and centre now. We are waiting for Chelsea and everyone to play the final fixture in the Premier League this season, which is taking place this weekend. So keep your eyes peeled for tomorrow because I will be dropping the preview for Aston Villa versus Chelsea. Now the thing is, all the games will be played at the same time on Sunday. So Sunday 4 PM kickoff. All the games at the same time. So you're going to probably have to watch on a multiplex. You're probably going to have to watch on channels that are going to be showing loads of games at the same time. It's going to be hectic. I'll be doing the watch along for Aston Villa versus Chelsea and at the same time keeping up to date with the Leicester and Liverpool games whilst it's going on. So make sure you guys are peeled and ready to go. Today's video is about a certain player who I've not spoken about on this channel yet. And today's the first time. And I'm kind of outstanding at myself that it's taken this long because I've gone back and looked at a little bit of information and I can't believe how long it's actually been since we've been at least linked to this player. But when I talk about a player, I want to make sure that there's credibility to it and I want to make sure there's actually some proper stories on it. Even if it's not necessarily true, I'd want to come on here and tell you guys, hey, by the way, this is not true. I found out some information about Tchouameni. Now, Tchouameni is a player of Monaco. Aurelien Tchouameni, 21 years old. There's been rumours about this guy, and I've heard his name pop up, and I've watched him play at Monaco, but I've never really taken much notice. I've never really gone, oh yeah, okay, yeah, Chelsea are going to go for him now. But now, especially after the links that we've had in the last 24, 48 hours with him, and I've come across a certain, I don't want to come in here and say source, that's not my lingo, I don't want to say I've got a source, I haven't got a source, I've got a Twitter account, you know, I normally come on here and I tell you guys, yeah, Fabrizio Romano, because he's the most reliable. And that is the reason why I mention him, because his information he makes sure is credible and there's actual substance to it. It's not fabricated out of thin air. There is something going on and he reports it when it's genuine. I want to make sure I give you guys genuine stories, unless if something is really ludicrous and I just mention it. And as I've said, I tell you guys it's not true. I've come across this. Let me show you this and then we'll go into the detail. This is going to be very interesting. Check this out. So we've got from this account at ES_Grimes saying CFC beats AC Milan, Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund offers and a bunch of other clubs who only made an inquiry for Tchouameni. CFC only wanted to make sure Tchouameni will play for France and not Cameroon to negotiate the deal. Chelsea have agreed all terms with the player. Now, you're probably thinking, Younes, is this reliable? Is this credible? I asked the same question to myself. And I went and spent nearly 2 hours looking at this flipping account and trying to make sure that what this person says is legit. And I have to say, I am absolutely outstanding and absolutely shocked with how credible this looks. How accurate the information that this person actually publishes is. Not just recently, but going back. I've managed to pluck out some examples just to show you guys. And if you want to follow them, or follow her. It's a female, by the way. It's a woman, and I think she's based out in France. She works in football, and apparently this is just all the information that she publishes herself. I'm going to show you exactly other situations that she has put out, which has come to be true in advance by a lot. Check this out. So we've got the Tchouameni story here. We've got this that was published on March the 9th, saying Leo Messi is staying at Barcelona. Aguero is on a free transfer to Barcelona. Now, if you have been keeping up to date, the Aguero to Barca story has now popped up in the last 24 hours, where he will be signing on a 2-year deal at Barcelona. She's been saying a free transfer is going to happen since March. I mean, that's quite unbelievable. She's come out today and said that Harry Kane will be joining Manchester City, so we will hold her to that and see what happens. She called Nagelsmann to Bayern Munich in February. I mean, absolutely incredible. February the 12th, this was published in relation to Upamecano and the fact that Nagelsmann put pressure on the Bayern Munich sporting director, Salihamidzic. Apologies if I've just absolutely obliterated his name. But yeah, there's that. Straight after, we got April 14th. This was published where She mentions Marsch, who was Rangnick's assistant at Leipzig, will be taking the job at Leipzig, whilst Nagelsmann is going to Bayern Munich, and Flick will be leaving Bayern Munich in order to go to the national team. That was on April 14th. Fabrizio Romano clarified that on April the 27th. 2 weeks later, he went and said the same exact thing. We've got this in relation to Alaba. Now, this was what absolutely outstanded me. I could not believe this. She mentioned Alaba to Real Madrid as a free agent on January the 2nd. We were at the time making videos about Alaba and saying, he's joining Chelsea, oh, we're in. He was never in. He was going to Real Madrid, and that was published in January. Absolutely unbelievable. So there's that. It's just absolutely shocking. She then clarified the situation in March the 28th. She mentioned Alaba to Real Madrid. Agreement was in September. And Alaba said no to City, to Barca, to Chelsea, to PSG, to Juve, to Inter, and to Man United in order for him to go to Real Madrid on a free transfer. Absolutely unbelievable details so far in advance. She then spoke about Konate to Liverpool. This was published on April the 1st, saying that Konate to Liverpool is only a matter of time because Liverpool will be triggering the release clause and he will be joining Liverpool. That was then announced literally 3 to 4 weeks later, and we now know that he is going to Liverpool. She's spoken about David Luiz's extension. You can see the quoted tweet here, March the 2nd, where she was mentioning that Luiz and the decision of extending a contract was based on him accepting a pay cut. She then published on April 16th that David Luiz will not be extending his contract at Arsenal and he will be leaving. That became official just a few days ago. I think about a week or so, that became official. And now we know that Willian is going to be leaving Arsenal as well. Unbelievable detail. And also, she mentions that Sancho is actually a target for Chelsea. And CFC submitted a bid, apparently. I don't know if that's an actual bid or just a contact in terms of Dortmund or the player, but it looks like there's developments there. So if we go back to the first story that I want to mention, it's this. It's Tchouameni to Chelsea, and apparently this is a done deal. Now, who is Tchouameni? For those of you that don't know, now if I've absolutely destroyed his name as well, I apologise. I know I've spoken about Frank Lampard destroying Ziyech's name in the past. I mean, it's only human that I guess I'm going to be obliterating some names, but if you can correct me like I corrected Lemps. But Tchouameni, Cameroonian descent, has played for France at youth level, has not chosen the country yet. But it looks like, according to this, if he were to choose France and not Cameroon, which is a little bit weird because we have Mendy, for example, who plays for Senegal. I don't understand why a choice of national team would determine a club going for a player. If he's good enough, he's good enough. But then again, I don't know if there's any business, if there's any links, if there's any publicity that's involved in a contract in relation to getting Tchouameni to Chelsea. I don't know. But apparently Chelsea have beaten some clubs to get Tchouameni and he will be joining in the summer. Now, Tchouameni, defensive midfielder, which is why I wanted to do this video, because I did mention that, it's important for Chelsea to go after a DM, to go after someone that is going to be there to rotate with Jorginho, Kovacic, Kante, and Billy Gilmour as well, doing the same thing. Tchouameni is a defensive midfielder. As I've said, 21 years old and has fantastic ability at such a young age. And you know what? I looked at this and I thought I'm not entirely surprised because Thomas Tuchel will definitely be scouting the French League. 100%. He was there with PSG. He knows quite a lot of players. I'm sure he has an idea of who he might want. I know that Tuchel is someone that likes to look in-house. So in terms of the league that he's currently involved in, he likes to look for players within the league. So this is why I haven't written off Declan Rice. But for the money, this would be a lot cheaper. Tchouameni from Monaco would be a lot cheaper. And the boy's a baller. The boy is an absolute baller. If you do watch him, watch Monaco play if you can, at least whilst the season gets wrapped up this weekend. But do pay attention in terms of the way that he plays, the way he intercepts, the way he gets stuck in, his positioning, his timing is like N'Golo Kante's timing. It's ridiculous. He's tall, he's got good size on him, he gets stuck in. In terms of on-the-ball ability is absolutely phenomenal. The way that he sends cross-diagonal passes, his through balls are exactly what Thomas Tuchel wants in his team. When you look at Rudiger, or you see Silva, or you see Christensen, or whoever, any centre-back we have that likes to ping the ball up the pitch because they can spot a runner. We see Jorginho do it sometimes, and we've seen Kante do it at times as well, even though that's not his strongest asset. Tchouameni is someone that loves to do that all the time. And if you go and watch, you see him do it a lot. And it's pinpoint. His passing accuracy is on the money. Overall, he just looks like a very, very effective defensive midfielder. Very effective in all departments, and he's 21 years old. So for the assets that he possesses, for the qualities and the attributes he has, and for the money that it's going to cost, I would absolutely say yes, yes, and yes. Get him to Chelsea, especially as I think he would understand he's not the main man at Chelsea. You know, Declan Rice would come in, and I think there'd be a risk there that he might see himself as the main man, especially with a big price tag. But you've got Jorginho, Kante, Kovacic there that he's going to have to battle with. Tchouameni, I think, from Monaco, stepping up to the Premier League, stepping up to a top club like Chelsea, stepping up to play alongside players like Kante, Jorginho, Kovacic, I think would look at that and go, okay, I need to understand my level, I need to put my head down, work hard and prove myself. Much in the same capacity as Billy Gilmour is trying to do. So this is a deal that I would absolutely support. If this is true, and this at ES_Grimes or H.Grimes as the name goes. I'm not entirely sure if that is her name. But she's made herself public on her account. So if you do want to follow her, follow her. And you can also see her in her office working. There's a picture of that. But yeah, if you want to follow her, follow her. Her information right now seems credible. If this is true, I'm fully with it. I am fully with it. Tchouameni to Chelsea. Absolutely, that would be a yes from me. Now, let me know in the comments, would you be for this deal? Do you know anything about Tchouameni? Have you seen him before? Have you not? Let me know in the comments. And if Chelsea have actually managed to get a deal done with Monaco for him, or agreed terms with the player, would you be for it? Or do you have other names in mind? Let me know which defensive midfielder you think Chelsea should go for if you don't think it should be Tchouameni in terms of price compared with quality. Let me know. I'd love to hear it. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you did enjoy this video. Much appreciated. And much like, you know, people that give education on cryptocurrency and they turn around and say, by the way, this isn't financial advice. What I'm saying in terms of this Twitter account is it looks credible. I'm not saying it is 100%, but it looks good. So don't take it from me. Go and look for yourself. I'm not giving you advice on who to follow on Twitter. I'm just saying that now. This isn't a source. This is just looking at where credible information is. So make sure you go and research it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. But what I'm saying is it looks good. It looks good. So we'll see. We'll see in the next coming days and weeks if what she's saying now is going to come true. If it does, you know she's bang on the money. Anyway, we'll see what happens. But thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for my preview for Aston Villa versus Chelsea. Very much looking forward to that. Final day of the Premier League season. It's going to get tasty. And then we've got the Champions League final to look forward to. Thank goodness. So I will see all of you tomorrow for the preview to Villa versus Chelsea. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good one. Look after yourselves. Take care. And peace.